Monday, 25th November, was International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women, which was the first day of the No Excuse 16 Days of Activism campaign, which ends today. So I wanted to show you why this campaign is so important and why we need it. Huge trigger warning. I'll unfortunately have to censor a lot of words so this video can reach more people. Uwaila Vera Omozua, a 22-year-old student who wanted to become a minister. She was found dead, lying half naked in a pool of blood at the church where she had been a member of the choir for many years. She was raped and murdered by a man, but Nigerian police are unwilling to investigate cases. I couldn't find the name of the man who killed her. I'm not sure if he was ever even arrested. Falmata, 17 years old, brutally murdered by her father's brother. In April 2024, Borno, Nigeria. Before the incident happened, he had told everyone he would kill Falmata, and if not her, then her mother. Awana, Falmata's uncle, the killer, had been abusing Falmata for years prior. I vowed to kill her, and I did. Now you can do whatever it is that you want to do. I have dug her grave. You can bury her by 9 a.m. tomorrow, he said to Falmata's mother. Awana merely spent about 2 months in detention before he was released. Glory Adekolure, 22 years old, the first and only graduate in her family, 2024, brutally ganged by men, head bashed in, and corpse left in front of her mother's house in June 2024, Edo, Nigeria. I also couldn't find the name of the men who did it, and I'm also not sure if they have been arrested. Iniobong Umoren, 20 years old, murdered by Uduak Akpan when he lured her under the guise of a job interview in Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria. Christiana Idowu, 21 years old, murdered by her supposed friend Ayomide Adeleye. He dismembered her body after collecting ransom from her parents on September 2024, Lagos, Nigeria. Onuwabuagbe Augusta Osedian, 21 years old, killed by her boyfriend, Benjamin Best Nanyera Ugo, unironically called Killaboy. He mutilated her body, then locked her corpse in his house. He escaped from prison in Sierra Leone in November 2023. There's been no word of his whereabouts since. Osinachi Nwachukwu, a 42-year-old Nigerian gospel musician. The gospel singer was beaten to death by her husband, Peter Nwachukwu. 2 years after her death, she has yet to have justice. Olamide Omajua Ali, 25 years old, founder of primary school Pearl Academy. She was tortured, braids pulled out with pliers, and stabbed to death by her fiancé, Chris Ndukwe, in Lagos, Nigeria. He committed suicide shortly after. Ali had 2 kids. Bamise Ayanwole, 22 years old, boarded a BRT in Lagos, Nigeria. A bus rapid transit driver, Andrew Ominakoran, her, bashed her head in, and threw her out of the moving bus. He's yet to be sentenced. Barakat Bello, 18 years old. She was alone at her family house when men broke in and macheted her to death in Ibadan State. The men who attacked her, Sunday, Adedokun Yunusa Ajani, Shodipe Ajani, and others, are also responsible for the killings of Wasilat Adeola, Barakat Bello, Grace Oshiagwu, Mojid Tirimisiu, who was just 5 years old, and the attack on Adeola Aziz and her daughter, Dolapo Oyemi, who both survived. Justina Nkang, 20 years old, killed by her boyfriend, Damian Collins. He dismembered her body, put in plastic bags, and loaded in a wheelbarrow.
Favour Okachukwu, 11 years old, to death by 4 men while running errands for her mother. 2 of the men were released. Taiwo Abodunde, 41 years old. Her husband, Olabunmi Abodunde, defied a restraining order and beat her to death with their son's skateboard in May 2024. Obiamaka Orakwe, 14 years old. Men broke into her house when she was alone, raped her and smashed her head. No proper investigations were carried out by the Nigerian police force. Obiamaka's case never saw even one suspect being named, speak much less of arrests or a trial. Habeebah Akinsanya, 17 years old. She was kidnapped, raped, macheted to death, and her corpse was left on her father's farm in Ogun State, September 2024. Gracious David West, a Nigerian serial killer who killed 9 women. Maureen Iwuru, Jennifer Nwakocha, Linda Waripa, Dorcas Francis, Blessing Effiong, Rose Samuel, Kalechi Bridget Onuwoha, Patience Hamo, and Antonia Ibe. This is why we need female-only shelters. This is why we need female-only health centers. This is why we need female-only public transportation. This is why we need separatism. We can't be safe fully until men have very little or no access to us at all. No amount of educating and teaching men and boys about morals will make them stop doing what they intend to do to women and girls. Yet society prioritizes men's well-being and takes domestic violence against men more seriously, as if that's even comparable to what men put women through daily. How about we solve the femicide issue first before worrying about some man who provoked his wife into lightly pushing him? Everyone's too busy worrying about false allegations against men to care about the hundreds of thousands of women and girls being killed by men every single day. I wish every woman could watch this video, but unfortunately, this is the kind of video social media loves to suppress. I'd even be surprised if this gets more than 300 views. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you next time.